Begin with some brand new CNN polling and what the numbers tell us about a president still working on his reelection plan as he heads today to Camp David for the Easter weekend. The numbers are beyond sobering for President Biden. They tell us many, or in some cases most of you, have deep doubts about his performance and about the direction of the country right now. It is April 2023, so a very long way to November 2024. So consider these numbers just an early campaign baseline. But it's an important but. They are still quite telling about your mood and the challenges facing the 80-year-old incumbent. Our CNN political director, David Chalian, here with us to unveil the numbers. David, what do they tell us?
Yeah, John, this is indeed a big baseline poll. It's just the starting line. And President Biden hasn't even formally announced his reelection yet, but we asked the American people if he deserves reelection, if he deserves a second term. 32%, just a third of Americans in this poll, John, say yes, Joe Biden deserves to be reelected. When we asked that back in December, it was up at 37%. So he's lost a little bit of ground here. And we've noticed what's driving that is young voters, liberals, some people that should be naturally in a D versus R world in Joe Biden's camp. So he'll have some work to do on his own side of the fence before he can actually convince the broad middle of the country. Take a look at his overall approval rating in this poll. 42% approve, 57% disapprove. And then we looked at his overall approval on some of the major issues of the day. And I think what's interesting here is the economy, 37% approval.
So just a little over a third of the country approves of the way Biden is handling the economy. And of course, we're all feeling the effects of inflation, and a lot of people saying they're worse off now than they were when Biden first started. And yet, his press secretary comes out and says this a couple days ago.
But look, the president, we have talked about how the economy, the president's policy when it relates to the economy is working. The president's policy when it relates to the economy is working.
Immigration, 35%. He's underperforming his overall job approval on a slew of issues. Only on the environment, at 46% approval, does he actually overperform that overall 42% job approval, John.
I'm not concerned about the strength of the dollar. I'm concerned about the rest of the world. Our economy is strong as hell. Our economy is strong as hell.